Next, let's have sub move 1B. Okay. Siguro dito na natin ilagay sa copy na lang natin itong mga phrases dito. Or cut natin. And paste here. Then for 1C here. Okay? So, yan. So, let's start with this phrase. It is generally accepted that. Yan. So, para ma-introduce natin at ma-review natin ang previous research in the field. Research competence is crucial for students to develop while enrolled in university. This one is from Salmento et al. 2021. Okay. Tapos, itong phrase na to, there is now much evidence to support the argument that. So, lagay natin to. Nakuha din natin to from another source. This type of competence enables educators to apply educational standards while supporting the development of students' cultural, professional, and creative skills. Yeah. This one is from Gorsh Kova. Yeah. 2017. Tapos hindi pa tayo tapos. Pwede pa nating suportahan pa to with an additional sentence. In light of this, yan, preparing students for scientific research means not only developing their research competence, but also preparing them for professional settings where they have to deal with uncertainty. Tapos, lagay natin dito. This one is an example of a citation na dalawa yung authors. Kapag three or more authors, automatically nilalagay na natin ang et al. Okay, just like in this example. Yan, Salmento et al. Ibig sabihin yan, three or more authors. So we don't have to put every one surname, okay, dun sa parenthetical citation. Pag dalawa, ganito po. Okay, obviously, pag isa, yan, ganito. Yan. So, yan. Correct lang natin to. Yan. So, for 1B, nakagawa tayo ng isang paragraph composed of 3 sentences and puro paraphrased statements ang mga nilagay natin dito. Okay? Then, let's complete yung move 1. Okay? So, let's have 1C. Concerns have been raised, however. Yan. Usually, nagpapakita talaga yung word na however, especially kapag nire-review na natin kung ano na ba yung nagawa in previous studies. Okay? Okay, so about students' readiness to conduct research. Given that competence evaluation appears to be lacking in terms of assessing learning outcomes. Tapos dito, lagay natin yung Gibson and Sanders 2020. Okay. Then, we support it with another statement. Ano yun? Ano yung mga concerns na yun? Perhaps we can put here, yan. There are also issues about including research competence as a required component of a degree program. the need for connecting academic practice extensively rooted in to such competence. Yan. Here, we have an example of a citation na galing mismo sa isang or sa mga authors pero nakasite siya sa isa pang work. Okay? Kapag ganun, we can use this type of citation. Like, galing siya kay Salmento et al. Yun nga lang, nakapublish yung kanyang ginawang or nakasite siya mismo sa isang paper or sa isang libro or sa isang journal article. Okay. Katulad nito, yan. Nakasite siya kay Kiraso, Kali et al. In 2022. Okay. Pwedeng ganito ang mangyari na type of citation kung hindi nyo talaga makita yung original citation. Halimbawa, nahihirapan na kayong makita ah, kung sa, nahihirapan kayong maghanap ng original paper ni Salmento et al. Noong 2021. Kaya, ang ginawa niyo na lang ay, since nakita niyo siya nung kay Kiraso Kali et al., ito na lang ang ginamit yung way of citing this source. Okay? So, at wala namang masama doon. Pero, again, the number one rule, you have to find the original study. Okay? So, there you go. Natapos na natin ang tatlong sub-moves comprising the first move, which is establishing a research territory. Okay? So, yan. Okay? So, first move, again, showing that the research area is important, problematic, or relevant in some way. And here, we use the following phrases. Yan. Yan. Then, this one. Okay. See? Mas makikita natin yung transition from one idea to another one if we'll be using yung tinatawag nga nating academic phrases. Okay? And we are also able to highlight, okay, at an instant, okay, yung pagiging important or pagiging relevant or problematic ng ating research area just by using these phrases, okay, and also by providing relevant statements, okay, relevant words, okay, na kinuha natin from different reference materials, okay. And again, it's very important that we paraphrase them, okay. So for move or sub-move 1B, yan po. Tapos this one, yan. Okay? Then for 1C, this one and this one. Ayan. There you go. Okay. But before we proceed to the next move, yan. Again, sabi ko nga, magbibigay ako ng one example kung paano natin ilalagay yung reference or yung tinatawag ding bibliographic entry. Okay? Na ito yung ilalagay mismo sa dulong part ng ating research paper. Okay. So, given na ito nga ay galing kay Marushkevich et al. In 2021, sige, para mas makita natin paano ba yung pagkuha ng mga relevant information. Okay? So, itatype ko muna dito yung title ng buong paper. Hanapin natin siya sa net in higher educational institutions. Okay, there you go. Yan. So, ang gagawin po natin, yan, kopyahin natin. Okay, lahat ng information na. In the meantime, manual muna natin gagawin to. Okay? Manual muna natin gagawin. So, pero meron akong ituturo perhaps in a future video kung paano gamitin ang mga online tools para mas mapabilis ang paggawa ng referencing. Okay? Paano natin ifo-format in such a way na mas mapapabilis. Pero in the meantime, mano-mano muna. Okay? So, pag ganito, let's have the surname muna or the surnames. Yan. Copy na lang natin. Yan. Copy or cut. Then, yung initials mismo ng first name at nung middle name. Ala A. Yan. Then, this one. Afterwards, lagyan natin ng comma. Tapos, this one is I, M, comma. This one, lagyan natin to. Then, OY. Period, period. Yan, comma. Then, this one. Then, NM. Comma. Then, last na author. Before the last, the surname of the last author, lagyan natin ng tinatawag na ampersand. Okay? This one. Tapos, O, L. Okay. Ang next na dapat na makita natin dito ay yung year. Yan, 2022. Ito po yun. Yan. Next, yung pinaka-title. Dito, ang nakakapitalize lang ay yung first word. Unless proper noun siya, pero these are mostly common nouns. Yan. Okay. There you go. Then the next one, yung title ng publication, journal of publication. Okay. Then comma, volume number, then in parentheses sa loob yung issue number. Alam ko may DOI ito eh. Okay, this one, copy natin to. Oops. Yun, ito again. DOI. Ang ibig sabihin ng DOI is Digital Object Identifier. Kapag kasi kinlik natin to, yan, automatically mapupunta tayo dun sa actually pinaka-website na kung saan naka-house or makikita mismo yung original article. So, ang tawag dyan ay DOI. Yan. So, kailangan po nakalagay yan mismo sa reference natin. Copy lang natin. Yan. Oops. Ay, ayaw. Yan. Sige. Basta naka-format natin na. Should be 12. Yan. Then, lock natin. There you go. Meron pa tayong gagawin. Kailangan ito ay naka-italicize. Yan. Yung title ng journal, publication, at yung volume number. Tapos. Yan. Tapos ang ating first reference entry. Yan. So, kailangan po nakalagay yan. Okay, so ako ang suggestion ko habang ginagawa nyo ang bawat part, ang bawat section ng inyong research paper, automatically ilagay nyo na sa pinakadulong column yung reference entry. Para, alam niyo, para hindi sa huli, baka mag-procrastinate pa kayo eh. 'Di ba? Nasaan ba yung file ni Marushkevich? Sa kanyo pa lang gagawa ng reference entry. Kung natapos agad ang pagkakasulat ng mga paraphrase statements, automatically ilagay nyo na kaagad. Or natapos na yung paragraph, ilagay nyo na yung reference entry sa gilid. Okay? Naka-format na po.